Alright, welcome back. In this one, we're going to be looking at subtracting a negative. And that's a difficult concept to think about, but basically, think about it almost like if I said, I'm not going to record this video. If I'm not going to record it, it means I am going to record it. And this is kind of how we can think about subtracting a negative. It essentially, negative 6.0 minus 1.0 is the same thing as negative 6.0 plus 1.0. So wherever you see a minus and a minus together, just think plus. Alright, now when it's negative 6.0 and we're plussing 1, it's going to get smaller because we're moving further to the right of the number line. So with our spot here at minus 6.0, we're going to add 1, which is going to take us to minus 5.0. As we get closer to 0 or more positive, we're going to become a smaller number or a smaller negative. So this is minus 5.0. Alright, if we look at B, we have negative 3.9 minus 3.1, and that is the same as minus 3.9 plus 3.1. Alright, now again, you can rewrite a lot of these in different ways if you would like to think about them slightly differently. So with this particular one, you can almost think about this as a positive 3.1 minus 3.9, if that makes the job of calculating it a little bit easier. And the end result from this is going to be negative 0.8. And that should make perfect sense because the larger number is negative, so we should end up with a negative value. Alright, let's look at C. So for C we have minus 7.2 minus our negative 5.2. And this is the same as negative 7.2 plus 5.2. Okay? Now, if you would like to, you can use the method from before where you had 7.2 minus 5.2 and then attach the negative sign. So 7.2 minus 5.2 is just 2.0. And we attach the sign of the larger number, which is going to be negative 2.0. There are a lot of ways to think about this, and a lot of the times we use these types of strategies just because sometimes it can be hard to think about for a lot of people, and lots of people use different strategies to solve. In the future, you'll probably only solve these using a calculator. For now, if you're using this method of jumping and breaking up the addition or subtraction, that's fine. If you're using these kind of algorithms where we just take specific stages to get to what we want, that's also fine. Alright, here are a few for you to practice, so just give the video a pause, give them a go, and then I will solve them. Alright, let's get started. So if we look at D, we have minus 4.5, and then we're going to be taking away negative 2.0. And this is the same as minus 4.5 plus 2.0. Now because we're moving increasingly positive on the number line, this is going to be a smaller negative number, so it's going to be minus 2.5. So again, if you would like to think about it this way, it's perfectly fine to start at minus 4.5 and then move 2 places to the right. So once and twice. So this will be minus 3.5 and then this will be minus 2.5. As we approach 0, it will get smaller and smaller and smaller until we're no longer negative and become positive. Okay, let's look at E. So we've got minus 2.8 minus negative 0.8. It's the same as negative 2.8 plus 0.8. Right. Again, people often struggle with this and thinking about it in their brains, so if you do that, just think about it as larger number minus smaller number. In this case, 2.8 minus 0.8 is just going to be 2. And then just tack on the sign of the larger number, and it's minus 2.0. And that makes sense because we're adding 0.8 and we're getting less negative. Okay, minus 5.0 minus negative 1.5 is the same as minus 5.0 plus 1.5. So let's do the same strategy again. 5.0 minus 1.5 is going to be 3.5, and then we just attach the sign of the larger number, minus 3.5. Alright, that's it for this video, so hopefully it was helpful. Just make sure in the future to give a couple of these strategies a go and see if any of them work for you. Alright, I'll see you in the next one.